well with the keys where you're untapping your key and making a lot of mana. Okay, in this deck, oh, I forgot we added the gardens to the 8-key deck. These are like they're good additions, but relatively small ones. But in this list, you basically always want to keep a hand that can have a mana battery and then put charge counters on that mana battery. This hand can do that because we can get Surge Node with Urza Saga, and I may end up copying the key on turn 2. We'll see. You also almost always play Saga turn 1. And because we have 2 Cornucopias, I'm not going to play this out. Although I guess I should be because of scamming Grief. Mill is a gross matchup, I think, historically speaking. Not a sight I'm really happy to see. Sorry, that's just frantic. Thank you. I think Scepter might be unplayable now because you'll just die from life loss when One Ring. Well, you just play another copy of One Ring, or it shouldn't be too difficult to play another copy of One Ring and mitigate that, but you definitely have a point. Surge Node is definitely a good draw. I don't think that this is a game where we are trying to win with constructs. I could be wrong about this, of course. Let's see what we draw. Let's just see what we draw. Did you get counters from One Ring that go one away? If you just legend roll your One Ring is what I'm saying. Yeah, let's make a token. Against the surgical extraction plan, you know, feels relevant. And then because we have the Surge Node, I think I'm just getting another key. It'd be good to get another Surge Node because I drew Power Conduit though. Although my opponent's like they're just gonna counter the Power Conduit with Drown, I think. Which is okay. I want them to drown this and not the Karn. People, I think, always overvalue Power Conduit in this deck. Like, we already have our engine going. I would, if I was on my opponent's side, I would very likely not counter the Power Conduit. I would just try to counter a payoff here. But people kind of think Power Conduit is a payoff instead of, you know, more of a mana generator, you know. So no attacks. This is Summoning Sick. I know I did a lot of things this turn, but paper legal play only. Cornucopia means no Giganta. We're very close to a lot of companions, can't quite get any of them. Could we have Saga Surge Node tricked last turn? No, because we drew the Power Conduit off our draw step. Oh great, my opponent's ghosting, so let's get the Hand Hider up. I don't see any other reason besides... I mean, I'm happy that they're ghosting and that this is the play they chose to make, but, like, this is the only scenario where my opponent surgicals the Cornucopia. We can just have a wall of Athenas here. That's not a ghost, it's a bad play. It's almost definitely... Sometimes ghosting makes you make bad plays. I don't know, y'all. I like dance around the bush sometimes when I, like, feel like it's really obvious. And, I don't know, it's not 100%, but come on, dude. It's like... it's pretty likely. It's pretty likely. My opponent's... it's pretty likely. Give me that at least. Right, Athena, protect us. When did they take your Karn? I don't have a Karn in my graveyard. Or I didn't, right? Or did I have a Karn in the graveyard? Hold on. Yeah, I didn't. They responded to this mill. I mean, they... Like, you can punt if you're ghosting. It happens all the time. Yeah, at the very least, super sus. I'm gonna put the Hand Hider up. I did know they responded. I'm looking at the chat log here. They cast Visions of Beyond, then they drew Visions, surgical off Visions, then they surgical here, and then they mill Voltaic Key, Karn, Coretapper. They're just punting, but there's also like no world where they surgical there unless they know I have it in the hand. I think. I know I'm being a little, you know, matter of fact with it, but this is my impression of the situation. Also, we're about to get the One Ring. Hooray! Don't you always surgical first? Alright, and then I will Draw a card so I can hit my land drop, potentially. Yeah, first casting of the One Ring. Hit the land drop. Protection from everything. Although not Tasha's. Tasha's can still mill me. They can't mill me with the crab, though. Oh, also Ruined Crab gets surrounded, too. Man, protection from nothing, more like... Yeah, not protection from fracture. Yeah, protection from nothing, actually. Just stop being milled by 3. Okay, so we'll lose 1 life. Killy B, 24 months, every 2 years. Draw 2. Another key. This is gonna be a hard deck. This is gonna be a hard deck. Is hand hiding any worth? My opponent made a very suspicious play, so I'm gonna have the hand hider up for this match and then down for the next of them. Paradox Engine time. I think I wanted to draw 3 before I Paradox Engined, but maybe I just should have done it first. Kind of looking for Coretapper. But it usually is Paradox Engine as the grab. Doodle the 6 months, thank you. But also playing very slow. Should I have cast the Manifold Key? Do I have a Manifold Key in the yard? I do have a Manifold Key in the yard. They're drawing 3. When did Necromotants and Colors become legal and modern? Well, the One Ring is kind of like Necropotence, except you don't have to lose any life and you draw all the cards immediately, and you don't lose any life and you draw all the cards immediately, and it gives you protection from everything for a turn. So, pretty good. I guess I can hold the hand hider for now, since we're gonna win. You can also pull counters off here if you want. There's really the game's over. Game's over. Let me just actually win. Although I guess I'm not gonna draw that many more cards with the ring. But I'm just gonna make a billion mana then Karn for Ballista, and I guess to play around, like they could have surgical the other Karn already, but just to play around it, I'll cast this now. Show my opponent the Ballista that I'll be killing them with. Draw 5 cards for fun. I draw a Coretapper. Coretapper, I mean, I guess... Wait, I might just have lethal right now. Alright, just to celebrate. More. So we could, if we tap the One Ring, we die here. So we need to not tap it. Yeah, we only won through with Sam Food. We're gonna play more of it though. Like it's just, you know, way too small sample size. The card Sam also felt like pretty good too, and I also was playing pretty bad, I think, for whatever that's worth. Let's run it back. Oh, I thought I was decking myself if I tapped it. I should have drawn again. Yeah, I'll put it back up. That's true. I could have taken counters off the One Ring so I could have drawn again. Oh boy. This hand doesn't have... I think we keep... I don't usually keep a hand like this that doesn't have a way to make a mana battery, but we're a Caverns hand. We have a mana battery. We have a key. I'm gonna keep on the draw. Doodle, 2 months, thank you. Puts on a roll to 6. Very important tip for playing this deck on Magic Online. you're gonna have the instinct to click on caverns, then click on caverns immediately. Don't do that. That's a good way to just like go down a card for no reason. You have to click on caverns, then click OK, then exile caverns. When you have 2. Oh, sorry, y'all can't see my hand. I had 2 Gemstone Caverns. I forgot. That's okay, whatever. I did mold a 5 this game. They mill over a Karn, a Mycosynth Gardens, and an Inventors Fair. If they surgical my Karns, it ain't gonna be easy to win, but we'll figure it out. I think we lead on Power Conduit here. Looks like it's getting drowned. Oh, not getting drowned. Oops. Okay, and I do have the cavern from the counter from Gemstone Caverns to put on the Cornucopia. That's my only counter at the moment, though. 3 cards in their hand. I used to have an Emrakul in the sideboard for this matchup. Because as soon as you remove it, that's when you play against the deck. Mill over 1 ring, Manifold Key, Surge Node, Ice Bridge, Coretapper Key. We've got 2 cards in their hand. We're going to Power Conduit on the Cornucopia. Cast the 1 ring. Protection from everything. Draw a card. We're gonna do the showcase challenge? Yeah, I think so. I'm this weekend. A friend of mine. I'm helping a friend of mine road trip to Utah. He's got 2 dogs with him. Needs a hand. So I'm doing that Sunday night. Gonna take Monday off the stream, and then be back on Tuesday. So I'll stream Saturday's challenge. So I'm just moving my 2-day weekend back a day. Wait, hold on. Stop. Did I get milled for 6 just now? Because I should have protection from this crab. 3? Okay, sorry. Okay. Read log. I was reading the log, that's why I was confused. Okay, so now we get to go key, untap, ring. Yeah, I knew Ruin Crab didn't target, I just didn't realize, okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get an extra mana here. Then we lose a whole life. 1 whole life. Wow. What a downside. So I could win if my opponent doesn't have a counter spell this turn. They haven't had one either. Oh, I guess I can. Well, maybe I won't pull up the hand hider up yet. I have 6 cards in my hand. One of them is Paradox Engine. Alright, Paradox Engine, trigger on the stack is almost always game winning. No, your spells can still be countered. Alright, so let's build our mana up. It's gonna be like, I don't know, we win. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna put this card on the stack so they can't surgical my Karns, which was like a little bit of a concern. I also don't need to like key my Cornucopia anymore. I guess we just have infinite mana basically. Though maybe I should. It's okay. We're just gonna kill him with this ballista, right? If they drown the ballista, which I guess I could just play around that by making it bigger than 21 cards in the yard. Yeah, first match locked in for the Pro Tour, huh? It's kind of easy if I just go like 15 multi-kicker, Everflowing Chalice, I guess. Oh right, yeah, yeah. Sorry, it'll be drown proof. That's right. Well, this has been a pretty convincing first game, at least. This is turn 4. My keep was like kind of sketch. I don't know. Yeah, this is a bad matchup too. This is like nightmare matchup. Oh, my opponent did punt game 1 pretty bad through a presumed stream snipe. I don't know. Anything could have been going on there. This beating Mill. Yeah, Mill's a good one to die roll. Right, mulligan. Keep this. I think I put back Mystic Forge. Is kind of close between that and like the second Gardens. Okay, experiencing some weird lag right now too. He's pretty nice here, because I'm gonna get Everflowing Chalice off my Urza Saga here. Out some Baral's expertise with One Ring. I probably don't want to register Baral's expertise and ever. There are better ways to power it up. They're tapping out. Is this good for me? I guess so. Power Conduit right on turn 3 again. So we have to get Everflowing Chalice. We get to go. We can't resolve the One Ring here, right? Yeah, there's no way. We can go like this. We have a lot of mana for next turn. Yeah, if mods could turn off deck text, that would be great, actually. Let me put up a no deck tech thing. I just want to focus right now. Personally designed this to be broken. What's funny, when I saw the ring, it was really, really different. It was, I wish, you know. Yeah, I think, I can't say what the card used to do, because they like may run the design back, although I have a hard time imagining they would for what it was. I can tell you that like the text was almost nothing the same, and it was 5 mana. That's how I recall it. I think it was maybe it was maybe always indestructible. I think none of the rest of the text was the same when I saw it. Yeah, I'm not allowed to say what it was. That's like the one thing I can't say is how a card used to be, because they may want to like use the designs in the future. How the deck too. We didn't have a very good first league with it, but I wanted to play this a bit more. We'll definitely come back to it. Wow, what an insane draw. Oh, this is nuts. Okay, protection from everything. Untap the ring, draw 2. We have to take 3 damage next turn, which is pretty tough. Good thing we have protection from everything right now, as this has come down. This is literally drawing us 6 cards on the first turn is coming down, and then another 4. This is nuts. Stealing my Chalice is pretty good. I think we're still in really good shape. We lose 3 life. We do need to find another mana battery off these 4 cards. Wow, we didn't. Okay, so we need to Stirrings into 1. Or, yeah. Holy shit. Okay. I can still untap the ring and draw 5 more cards. I already have 2 keys. I guess I'll take another ring. I probably should have just drawn. I probably should have just drawn the 5 earlier. Okay, there's a mana battery. When it has Spell Pierce up, it looks like. So I should Coretapper, which plays around Spell Pierce. No. A pain. I don't think I'm dead though, necessarily. I could be. Because I get to untap the I get to peel enough counters off the ring. Hold on. Is it better to play another key right now? I don't think it is. No, I'm not dead to the ring because I can peel the counters off. Oh, it's got a lot of mana, huh? I guess Blast Zone's weirdly the best land here. Yeah, we're dead to another Bolt, I think. Jondo, 3 months, thank you. That did the hitting Karn off this Dragavan. Wow. Archmage's Charm, Spell Snare, Dash Dragavan, Lightning Bolt. That was a nice combo of cards. Damn it. I guess I could have played around Spell Snare. If this was like open decklist PT, I could play around Spell Snare there. Kind of hard in that spot. I'm going to bring in the Welding Jars. I'm going to cut a map. I'm going to cut a Caverns on the play. Then probably just cut a key. 4 mana, 3 life for a Time Walk, draws 10 cards. I don't know, seems slow and clunky. Maybe one of them card boards. Yeah, I know, like, the people who've been saying one of them card boards, I don't know. It's okay, the evaluation of this kind of card is always going to be all over the place, but I've been very high on it. Yeah, no Emrakul this right now. Obviously, like, you know, sideboard's getting taxed. Definitely could add it. Mertide plays better, so then we'll think we'll get the jars. We'll see, it's okay. Def need for Chalice. So what's funny against, if we're talking about Chalice of the Void, which I guess you're not talking about, but you can mess with Chalice of the Void with, like, Surge Node and Coretapper. Yeah, definitely can keep this. Yeah, I mean, card evaluation is really tough, too. I wonder if they didn't have Spell Pierce there, and they just, like, tanked for, like, really long time to make me think I had Spell Pierce, and then they baited me to playing the Spell Snare. If so, that was pretty cool. I probably will play my Coretapper this turn. So, obviously, if I draw Mana Battery, I'm so happy, but... Okay, definitely play Power Conduit now. Also, do you think I'll play a second Saga as well? Could maybe let... It's maybe correct to let the first Saga die in this game. So that I can get extra mana this turn. I still have another Saga. I think that and also, like, you know, I'm kind of weak to Blood Moon next turn anyway. So yeah, let's let this die. We don't need to, like, set up the loop right now. Obviously, I have to get Everflowing Chalice. And then let's play Blast Zone, Coretapper, sack Coretapper, counter, One Ring. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think next league we're gonna. Oh, come on. Okay, I mean, if they have Blood Moon and, like, you know, Channeler, Shredder, Force, Blood Moon, you know, good beats. We're still actually, like, winning somehow if they have all of this. That's actually crazy. Peeled off Blast Zone for Armageddon. Not really. Maybe it's happened before. Well, I guess we need to fade a second Force of Negation. Get a key. I don't know, maybe it's probably a little early to say that you want to cut the ring from the board. Like, I'm actually very happy that we have the ring to get right now. Oh, I guess if they force it, you can get it, huh? Alright, so let's One Ring, pro everything. Assuming that they don't have second Force, second blue, or another, and a blue card. Just gonna draw 2 more right now, I think. I can still make a token if I want. Alright, let's Inventors Fair. That extra life may be nice. Your turn. You know, notably, Karn does not have protection from everything, so Karn still dies. My One Ring, though, is also indestructible, which is very nice. Have a Violet Emrakul? I have, yeah. I stole it. I stole an Aether Vial from my Human's opponent. I was playing through the Breach Emrakul. Ticked it up to 15. Is getting ring better than bridge here? Yes. Yes, it is. A lot better. Yeah, ring is kind of like an ensnaring bridge that's going to draw us like 20 cards. Then get ring following turn. Well, if they just bolt the card, then we can't get the ring, right? I think you want to make sure you resolve the ring. Yeah, bridge is also not indestructible. Better than forge? Yeah, yeah, yes. Man, this has been a very convincing 2 matches so far. Even though we're down a game. They definitely had like the perfects game 1. How do you feel about the One Ring versus Burn? I mean, you'll beat Burn. Explosives on 0. They have to kill this Chalice before... Oh, they can't. I have Karn. Well, they can kill Karn. They can kill Karn. Is Defense Grid a good option to play around counter on Ballista? No, if your opponent's not going to counter Ballista, you can also stone. I don't think you want to play Defense Grid, but if you've made infinite mana and you get Ballista, like you can just get another Karn, crypt your Ballista, get another Karn, get Ballista back, or get Scepter at that point to take an extra turn. That counter on Ballista is not something you should be scared of. I assume the scam matchup's hard? Maybe. I think One Ring will help a lot in that matchup, but obviously they can discard it. Yeah, they need to EE before I untap, I think. Can you get Ballista back since you cut the crypt? Oh yeah, I guess not anymore. I mean, we can get Scepter though. But you can also play it, you know what I mean? Oh, they're stealing. Let's say what's coming. We only played 4 matches, and we went 1 and 3 with it. I think all the matches were pretty close, and I played pretty poorly overall. But we will play some more for sure. We lose 2 life. I may be okay losing my Saga for more mana here. I think that's probably correct. Just have infinite cards, so we have another Saga too. I'm gonna get another key here since we have Chalice in our hand. So we play this, or yeah, we'll just play this for 0. Draw 3. Tap Ancestral Recall. I guess I should have done that first. So we don't have any more payoffs, so we're definitely going to need to... This is so tough. We have to untap our ring and draw 4 more cards here. Oh, how difficult. Okay, charge counter here. Counter here. Saga. Coretapper. Counters. Do I Stirrings? I guess I Stirrings. I could find another One Ring. I could find another key. I'll just find another One Ring. Okay, so untap the Cornucopia. Counter here. There's maybe a window. I maybe missed 1 mana in that loop actually. Well, I have protection from everything, so we can attack with our constructs. This is a perfect shot. I know, like when I saw the One Ring, I was just like so shocked. I was so shocked what I was seeing. I'm like, I just have a deck that this is broken in. I just have like a deck that's already was pretty good. That the One Ring is so, like it's just like when you have a deck that you like. This is exactly what Modern is all about. Even having a deck that you're like having a broken card be printed for your pet deck. That's what it's all about. we just have our pet deck, and then oh my gosh, there's a broken card out of nowhere. Could you put a counter on EE? I could have. Yeah, I could have. Probably I should have. Sorry about that line. Like, you have your pet deck, and oh my gosh, they printed something broken for it. Yeah, no, it would be good to save the jar. Although Explosives on 1 is kind of scary. Actually, worse for us. Yeah, no, it's also so funny, like I would have... The card was... I know. The card was so completely different when I saw it. You could have kept the 5 ring? Maybe, yeah. I mean, we're gonna... Maybe. I don't know that, like, cards and mana aren't a problem, so maybe life loss was a problem, was kind of what I was thinking. But I don't think... I think that both roads will probably lead to Rome here. So we lose a whole life point. It is also... We've also played, like, 2 matches with the deck. Or we're on our 2nd match. Let's... Can maybe manage expectations a little bit. Ooh, I guess I haven't Mystic Forged yet. Alright, we'll cast the Mystic Forge. Could be better to untap the ring. Although we can untap the ring if we need to draw more. They have a 2nd force. My opponent has had such a good curve this game, and including a draw that contained 2 Force of Negations, and they're still just so behind, I feel. Maybe not. Maybe we'll lose. Doesn't really feel like we're gonna lose, though. Oh, I also messed up. I tapped my Cornucopia without using both of my Power Conduits first. We have 1 key in our hand. Alright, let's cast the Stirrings. Just mostly looking for another key. Okay, there's another key. So we need to untap our... I'm like -2 mana this turn. Obviously I'm playing kind of fast for content purposes. Opponent is asking how they die. Yeah, that is the answer. So I can One Ring again to pro everything. I can also Karn for a key for more mana. I think is correct. To try to keep going. Yeah, the One Ring does not protect Karn. So this is mana neutral because I can put the counters over here if I want to. I guess we play second Power Conduit. Just play another One Ring, and then I'll keep. I think I'll just keep this one. So we're gonna lose our Karn. That's still just fine. If they have Blood Moon, how many Karns do I? If they have Blood Moon, I'm like, I don't think I'm out of Karns. I should have 2 left, right? Yeah, I have 2 Karns left. We still have 1. I mean, they had a Force of Negation that turn. Look at, I mean, just give me a break. Look at all the cards we've had to fight through here. Yeah, we can put a Lethal Construct into play pretty easily. Every single turn. I really did not think they'd have 2 Force of Negations. It's so crazy that we're going like minus a million mana here, and this doesn't matter. Okay, we lose a life, gain a life. Just good deck building. So many triggers, what a headache. Okay, there's my Karn. Although I guess we're shuffling. So I'll draw the Karn by tapping this now. I think I'm out of keys. Oh, got one more. You play this too. Isn't Karn lethal? I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Karn's lethal, Scepter. Karn's lethal a million ways. Wait, hold on. I messed up my Saga somehow. I don't know how I messed up my Saga. This is too much going on. I thought I removed the counter. I must not have removed the counter from the Saga on accident. It's okay, they're dead. Okay, they can see, thankfully. I'm gonna use the restroom while sideboard timer counts down. I'm gonna bring in the 3rd Caverns though. BRB.
What's up? It's me, your friend Aspiring Spike. What's up? It's me, your friend Aspiring Spike. What's up? It's me, your friend Aspiring Spike. What's up? It's me, your friend, Aspiring Spike. What's up? It's me, your friend, Aspiring Spike.
Yeah, the win cons are Ballista or Saga tokens with infinite turns from Scepter, which I think is enough. Main win con's Ballista, I guess. I think on the draw this is the key. But it's just hard to mulligan. Mana Battery, bunch of keys, Power Conduit on the draw against Murktide. It's also very important they haven't had turn 1 Ragavan yet. That draws, of course, exactly what we needed to see. We're going to play the Chalice so it doesn't get Spell Pierce, countered, whatever. Good chance we're getting a Welding Jar off of this Saga this game. Surely be getting a lot more than Jar of Saga if all goes to plan. Yeah, I mean, against Murktide, I'm expecting them to have disruption, though, of course. But it is very nice that we get to resolve our Power Conduit, and then... Oh, they have Force? Okay. They're thinking about it. Pitch Subtlety. Okay, if we beat on the draw, Channeler, Shredder, Explosives, Force of Negation, deck is officially broken. We haven't beaten it yet, though. Yeah, I mean, if they just had Ragavan instead of Channeler, though, like, things are much worse. They're keeping a card on top. It's a Murktide? Or is this Explosive Sacrifice? Explosive Sacrifice. We just get another Everflowing Chalice. Not in very good shape, though, of course. They only have one card. Ice Bridge is the draw. Have to get Everflowing Chalice. Yeah, pretty sure we're just going to be putting 2 counters on Everflowing Chalice this turn. Gonna be a tough game to win, y'all. Gonna be a tough game to win. Discard Murktide Regents. Alright, bad news for me. Oh, they just have another Murktide? Okay, this is probably best case scenario. Tough. Well, I mean, if it takes double explosives, force of negation, fast clock to win, maybe that's okay. The matchup, like, my opponent needed multiple, like, it took like a ton, it was a ton of like really premium cards for my opponent to play through our draws that match, which is like big news. Where like Murktide is like supposed to be kind of the deck that preys on decks like ours, you know. Okay, we don't even have a source of counters for Power Conduit right now. There's a chance that I have to go Everflowing Chalice X equals 1 next turn, so I'm going to hold here. Yeah, I still have like a month before, like, yeah, a month and a day before Decklist are due. It's a long time. Yeah, let's just go ahead and Chalice on 1. Play a key. Is Force even common? Mainboard? They were sideboard. I think 1 Force. It's usually 1 or 0. My opponent had 2 Force of Negations, which was definitely pretty tough. Epicure? Okay. Sacking the blood token. Discarding a Stomping Ground. Attacking me for 3. Well, our draw was definitely pretty slow. Let's go Everflowing Chalice X equals 2. Cast the Forge. Pass back. Somewhat likely to kill them next turn if we get to untap. The suck that Hitsugu E, Ratchet Bomber good against us, those cards in heavy circulation. Yeah, I mean, for sure, for sure. Welding Jars help, drawing a million cards with One Ring helps, but probably for the best that you can lose. I guess they're a Vengevine deck. Yeah, discards Vengevine. 5, I can survive a hit from the Vengevine plus the board, though. But they don't even have that. I think we'll draw the Ancient Stirrings. Could make a good case for... drawing it. Now I guess I probably want to... Stirrings over this Mystic Forge. It's pretty mana intensive, though. Here's a Karn. Do I want to take Karn or do I want to take Coretapper? Coretapper is plus a lot of mana here. Let's take it. Let's take that then. Kind of feels like the mana is the choke point. So we'll go untap our Chalice, play a Coretapper, 5 mana, play a Power Conduit, play a Surge Node, counter on Chalice, counter on Chalice, untap Chalice, cast this floating 6. Not quite dead because we can shuffle. Can get Blast Zone here, actually. Although there's the One Ring. Protection from everything. Return. Gilded Goose is much better than the Halfling as far as mana dorks for food goes. Okay, and Parasaur and Vengevine is a mood. Alright, with this much mana, our fizzle rate is basically 0 right now. Wow. This is pretty dang good. Oh, whoops. Keep accidentally untapping the Voltaic Key to itself. Guess I'll just draw 3. Guess I'll just draw 4. Guess I'll just get protection from everything again. Cool. I think we'll bring in the jars. We're on the draw, so we're gonna keep the caverns in. Could cut another land. Ice Bridge. The map. Could a keep. I think 4 count is optimal. I'm kind of done talking about the Sam deck for a while. I need to sleep on it a little bit. The amount of like suggestions and like theory crafting for the deck is like pretty overwhelming too. So we do have Gemstone Caverns. Oh, this hand's nuts. What are we pitching? I guess the Mystic Forge. Wooden Con is usually Karn for Ballista. Is there any merit to putting a Mystic Forge in the sideboard? So I think you want 4 One Rings. So I think that you want either 1 Forge or 1 Ring in the sideboard as a Karn target. I don't know. I think it's better to have the One Ring as the target, because just like wishing for it with Karn then stabilizing seems like such an important dynamic to this deck, but I'm not 100% sure. Ooh, turn 1 Vengevine? Cool. Yeah, Flame of Anor good against the deck. This is my turn 1. Both of us have had a pretty good turn 1, huh? Let's try it against Oof just to be sad. I mean, I think so, yeah. Like, when was the last time you saw a collector Oof? And like, honestly, like, if the One Ring, maybe this deck exists and then the One Ring happens, but like, that's a tough card to beat. You're not going to beat that card almost ever. Like, almost no matter what you do. Oh wow, what a draw. This deck is gross. This deck is actually gross. This is turn 2. Play the land? Let's play the land. Everyone's playing a brew. They're playing in Parasaur and they're playing like a Vengevine Shell. Maybe Karn if the mirror becomes common. Like, you tell me, y'all. Like, those cards just like are so hard to beat. Like, you can attack sometimes. Yeah, Yawgmoth can play an oof. But it's just like, I don't know. Like, it's not time to answer the question yet either, because those cards just don't really exist still. Okay, draw 2. Can I... Okay, so I think I should have enough mana to go Karn for Paradox Engine, then cast Manifold Key. Yeah, I definitely do. Yeah, GG. This is our turn 3. Yeah, Conduit can peel counters from the One Ring. Alright, hard to imagine bricking at this point. We can draw, like, yeah, we win. We can't brick. Draw 3 cards. Kind of unreal. Not quite that much. Man, I bet they were really happy to have their turn 1 Vengevine on the play. Yeah, you can move counters, take counters off Karn if you want. It's okay. When you're playing this on Magic Online, you can just be a little bit lazy because you're making when you have Paradox Engine. Like I think it's better to not have to do every single little click. Just we did beat them one of those 2 sideboard games, right? They won game 1, I think. Right, let's look at this. We don't have a way to put counters on the battery. I guess I'm putting back second Gardens, I think. Keep back second Gardens. Yeah, we lost the Riptide. Okay, good matchup to test against. We're gonna have a bunch of Smash to Smithereens post board. I'm gonna do the thing where I'm just gonna let this Saga die instead of keeping it, so I can get an extra mana on the Chalice this turn. Oh my gosh! I remember like the dynamic in this for this deck used to be that burn was really tough because of Eidolon, but now that burn decks are cutting Eidolon, this is actually like weirdly such great news. Okay, now I think I can cast the One Ring this turn, maybe a little short. So I'm gonna get Manifold Key, play Astral Cornucopia. Oh, although I have to peel a counter off the Saga. And this is still fine. I think I need the max mana still. So I have 7 mana right now, which is a little bit short of Karn for One Ring. Or do I have 6 mana? No, I only have 6. So I can go Karn, Chalice on 1. Chalice on 1's a little awkward, although I can take the counter off the Chalice on 1 if I want to. Yeah, I'll just Karn. Well, there's some combinations we lose to, like 2 mana burn spells, skewer land. Also get Coating and just like cut a land off for them. Karn into Mite seems okay. I think I like this a bit more. Mystic Forge Land Key. We're just, I think, a little bit too likely to die if we don't do something like this. Yeah, Mite does unlock Blaze too. Burn with 4 Skullcrack. Smash the Smithereens also a problem. Okay, love to see that. Only went through Ballista. You can take infinite turns with Magistrate Scepter and attack with Coretapper or Saga tokens or Karn pluses. So we're going down to 5. Another Power Conduit on top. Karn down. So Urza Saga takes up to 2. Gaining protection from everything seems fine. I'm a little short of taking... Yeah, I'm not able to take a turn with Scepter. I love the Karn deck. Are they complicated to play, make it look so easy? This deck is maybe the most difficult deck in Modern. I'm sorry, blue-white control players. I can't... Maybe I can Paradox Engine. Alright, power counter from Chalice onto Cornucopia for 7, 8, 9, 10 is 1 mana short of Karn into Paradox Engine into Power Conduit. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 1 short. Otherwise, not hard to play. That's a joke. Also hard to play while answering questions about what the hardest deck to play is. Yeah, I think we just have to One Ring. So let's go Karn minus for the ring. And then I'm going to peel a counter off of Karn and put a counter on the Cornucopia. Since I'm losing my Karn anyways. And then let's play around Boros Charm too. Make construct. People you just don't make constructs in this deck almost ever. It's okay. Almost ever is not the case, but that's not better than this. You know, it is very rare that making a construct is the line. So let's not lose any life. Then let's go Power Conduit, peel a counter off the Saga, counter on the Cornucopia, get a key. Draw a card. Probably should play another Power Conduit first. I just have so much mana. Oh, this is mana positive. I'll just peel the counter off the ring. Okay, GG. Could have drawn a card and peeled counter off ring instead. I'd rather do this, I think. More mana is just so important in these spots. Need to be mindful of Boros Charm still. So me not having a spell on top means that things aren't super easy. So I can go untap Cornucopia. Because I don't have the I don't have a way to find another spell to untap with Paradox Engine. Could I put a counter on Chalice? Not and do things I need to do. Oh, I should have minus my Karn first, I think. Yeah, I just get a key, I think. Oh, I can't cast the key through the Chalice. I don't have the untap. If I tap Mystic Forge, I die to Boros Charm, y'all. Crockett, 16 months, thank you. I almost want to do it so I don't have to think anymore. Go get ring. I already got a ring. I don't have another ring. This is, it would be kind of an easy another ring if I had it, but this is my wished for ring. Stone Brain Charm, but then my engine line doesn't work, you know. Let them have the charm. I don't think we need to. Yeah, we can big Ballista, or we can go make constructs and plus Karn on Mystic Forge. No, we can't go Mite because there's a Chalice one in play. Get coding the turn off charm, then X on the top. The problem with that is once you've already minus Karn, then like what are we doing? We X on the top, and then what? We have to get very lucky to win, especially with the Chalice one in play. Obviously, my opponent could just have two non-Chaliceable burn spells. Copy Chalice with Garden, got 2 counters on one on the other. Maybe. We won though. Seems like they probably didn't have the Boros Charm though. Weird game. Maybe we could cut the Expedition map and play the one more key in the main. That could be good. Although I have the map a lot in the past. It's maybe correct to not anymore. Playing the Grinding Station Retriever. I think that this is going to be the best Karn combo style deck for the foreseeable future. Is there a world where we look at Wormcoil for burn? No, you just kill burn. Just combo kill them, I think. Okay, what are we exiling? It's kind of weird. I think people may be resistant to this, but I kind of think the answer is Power Conduit, since like we only have one counter available at the moment. Like the Coretapper is much better here. Is Coating turn Saga into an artifact, put counter on it to trigger a search a thing? That way you shuffle. I don't know what you're. I think you're confused. I have no idea what you're saying. Is Liquid Coating to turn Saga into an artifact, put counter on it to search trigger a thing? You can use Power Conduit to remove a counter and then keep your Saga and then search something. I don't know what it is you're saying. I think I know it's a confusing deck though. No worries. Okay. I'm trying to think if I think I will sack the Coretapper. Turn 1, by the way. Saga's used lore counter. Yeah, but you can take the lore counter off with Power Conduit. You can't put a charge counter on it, nor would you like have any reason to. Doesn't do anything, right? I guess it's this is just be 5 for this, right? Surge Note is a really good draw. Oh, whoops! I should have peeled the counter. I think I missed a mana there. Trying to play kind of fast, so I can just get a lot of games under my belt. Okay, give him a turn. They see the Ring Coffers. Would I play in the deck? Yeah, absolutely. At this point, I would absolutely play 4 One Rings in the Coffers deck. Potentially with Shieldred, those two cards play interestingly together, although it's probably not very necessary. Alright, take a damage. Tap the Forge first, I think. Then let's just cast Stirrings. Take the Ring. The Ring tempts you. Quick protection from everything. So we're gonna have to find another key to... Okay, don't play that for... Cast with Multi-Kicker. Protection from everything. Cool. Yeah, I realized it like a little too late. Oh, right. I forgot. I have protection from everything. My opponent doesn't, however. Neither does my Coretapper. Yeah, I know. We're gonna peel the counters off the ring with the Power Conduit. I know. So we will respond. Oh, I guess we don't need the 3 cards. As sad as that is. Okay, Paradox Engine time. I know we're missing Everflowing Chalice 1 mana. We don't need it. We have infinite mana now. I should be drawing in response, I guess. Alright, put me to 2. Nothing really matters though. Game's so over. I'm just gonna show them that I have Karn for Ballista here. Okay, let's get a 4-1 prediction going. The only games we've lost have been to Murktide against them having like I don't know, like that game 3. I can't remember. Did we lose both sideboard games in one game 1? I guess I can look. So yeah, we did lose game 1, but that was because we didn't play around Spell Snare. That we could have won if we played around Spell Snare. Then we won game 2, despite them having 2 Engineered Explosives, 2 Force of Negations, and a Fast Clock. And then we lost game 3 when they also had Force of Negation, 2 Engineered Explosives, Fast Clock. So, honestly, like, even though this was an L, it was like a really important match. Oh, I think at the moment it made sense to play around Pierce instead. Right. This hand is all mana, no payoff, but let's just draw a payoff, shall we? You do always want to play your Cornucopia turn 1, I think, to play around Spell Pierce and discard in hands like this. Copy Ring with Garden. That is kind of a fun line, yeah. Yeah, deck is pretty consistent. It's powerful, fast. I think it plays through discard and counterspells pretty well, but it's like the mass destruction that's pretty tough. Although maybe the One Ring helps you with that. You just draw so many cards. We're up against goblins. The meet with the 6, Friday night with the 5. Thank y'all. Just think if there's any way I can use the Blast Zone this turn to play around them Snoop comboing. I don't really think so. I think I just want to use my mana efficiently here too and have access to lots of it next turn. Yeah, Goblins was good when we were playtesting it. I like Goblins. If they don't have a Snoop this turn, I'm obviously pretty happy, but you know, and maybe we can like buy a turn with Blast Zone, but no matter what, we are going to have to draw a payoff at some point. Nintendo says Flaminor Snappy time this week. Yeah, probably. Like we have a lot to do this week. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, it's gonna be a long week. Expect, you know, longer streams. We're doing it like at least one more league today. Probably just one more league today, so my schedule doesn't get like so thrown off. Main deck Trashmaster? You're kidding. Main deck Trashmaster. Get out of here. Payoff? Damn it! I finally got me. I accidentally misclicked on the key. Oh wait, oh no, I still could have untapped the. I still could have played the conduit. Sorry, I'm very thrown off by the main deck Trashmaster. It doesn't probably matter a lot. Like either we pay off at this turn, draw a payoff this turn, or we don't. Maybe they don't have a 3rd mana. Although I doubt they would get a Trashmaster without that mana. Maybe they don't have a 4th mana. Yeah, again, killing that on purpose. Obviously, I guess that we don't even have. You know, don't have the Surge Node anymore though. Oh, GG. Okay, I will go ahead and prior. We don't need the green mana from Ice Bridge. We'll just do this. Protection from everything. Draw a card or draw a card. Untap. Draw 2. Draw 3. We broke it, y'all. Day 1. One Ring has been legal at Magic Online for not very long. We're playing 3 main deck rings and then 1 is a Karn target, so 7. Yeah, the deck is no longer 8 key. It's now 7 rings. I think we are like even if my opponent casts Trashmaster this turn, I'm winning. Obviously, they need to draw land, but I actually think I'm ahead if they cast Trashmaster, which they're not casting. Once people bring their artifact hate, the deck will suffer. Yeah, I agree. Like, there are cards in the format that this deck has a really hard time beating, but the deck... Oh, there's not... Play the post-combat Lord. Y'all, this is nuts. We're literally ahead of main deck Trashmaster right now. Key Rings? Good name, yeah. Indestructible, baby. Think Gardens are still worth it? You could mess around with the mana. Like, maybe 4 Gardens is a bit too much. Use Conduit? Yeah, I should have used it. Although it's like they just killed this anyways, you know what I mean? But also, why are they main decking Trashmaster? Yeah, this is like just randomly indestructible. Yeah, they're definitely supposed to kill my mana here, but it's just We just get to play through it, I think. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. We might still be behind, but... Run a counter on Saga. You can't put a counter on Saga. This is a lore counter. You can only put... You can take a counter off any permanent, but you can only put charge counters on artifacts or +1 counters on creatures. And they kill a key. Alright, so we lose 3 life. Ah! That's like a pretty reasonable downside, actually. 3 life. I'm gonna draw 4 cards. What a deck. Then we could do the Saga thing. I think I want more counters on the ring still. Yeah, I've used the +1 counter ability before. It doesn't, you know, definitely doesn't come up often though. Oh, I probably shouldn't have. I shouldn't have tapped the Cornucopia yet. Actually, it's okay. Gotta kind of learn the sequencing again a little bit. Yeah. Why? Yeah, I agree. Why is the damage only on upkeep? It's kind of crazy. And I will say that this deck really exacerbates that that thought. You know, most ring decks are not going to be quite this good with the ring. You know. Other key is interesting. I mean, I think I just go grab Karn, play the key from hand, the Karn Needle Trashmaster. Yeah, this is definitely like max potential on the card. Good way to put it. And I suppose I can play this Power Conduit first. Nice main deck Trashmaster. They did stumble a little bit though. How's moving the deck? It's okay. It's like pretty beatable though. Yeah, we're also currently ahead on the clock right now. we're up 2 minutes. How are we up 2 minutes? Yeah, you blast some Boseiju against Stony Silence, but mostly just the cards. This is not the beat Stony Silence deck. This is not. We have other decks that are better against Stony Silence that don't play artifacts. This deck is not that good against Stony Silence, I'll tell you that. Okay, so let's draw 5. Just 5 cards. Cash. Then, counter on Cornucopia. Counter on Cornucopia. Counter on Cornucopia. Lose 2 life. Oh, man. What a deck. This is kind of ridiculous to say because I've been hyping up the One Ring for like months and months and months, saying I know I sound like a crazy mad prophet saying that the One Ring is going to be broken in this deck. I sound ridiculous. I could feel it sounding ridiculous when I said it. Let's just play One Jar. But I could feel it. And I've been saying it for months and months and months. And that being said, it is like, it's literally exceeding expectations. The card is literally exceeding expectations. Because I don't even know that I could have been higher on it. I felt like so silly. I felt silly like telling my like testing team too that this deck is like potentially crazy, you know? It's just, I don't know. Can we beat Pithing Needle? Yeah, you have a Boseiju Blaststone. Needle's good against you though. You don't want a Leveler? You could play a Leveler. The list like has a little bit of tuning to do. Sideboard's pretty smushed though. I'm definitely liking the bunch of jars in the board. Yeah, at the very least, I feel like the deck is, it's crazy. I feel like we don't need Scepter in the sideboard. Yeah. I think so. Right now, I want to play Scepter. I do agree with you, like, that there's a good chance Scepter isn't good enough, or, like, that you don't want Scepter anymore. But I do want to be playing it right now to, like, play test it, if that makes sense. Should make sense. And if you want to buy the One Rings, I bought mine from Cool Stuff Inc. using code SPIKE for 5% off. I did that a few days ago. Alright, make it Snoop comboed here. I don't think we have any outs to getting snooped. Can just set up for a good turn next turn. With the matchup spin, it's been kind of a blur. So our one loss was to Murktide, but what's crazy about Murktide is, like, they had, like... So game one, I think we would have won if I had played around a Spell Snare game one. I was playing around Pierce. If I had played around the other one, we probably win that game one. And that also required them to have like Archmage's Charm to steal my Mana Rock. They could never win without that. They could never win without Spell Snare. And then they still needed a Bolt to win, and they had it. And then game two, my opponent had DRC into Shredder, had 2 Force of Negations, 2 Engineered Explosives, and we won that game. And then game 3, they had 2 Explosives, a Force of Negation, and a Fast Clock, and we did lose that game. But I think we were like at least had a chance to win if they didn't have second Explosives as the last card. Which again, for like this archetype, who's like typically gets preyed on by decks like Murktide, to have like that kind of result from the first match. That was pretty compelling results to me, to be honest. Better to use Surge Note and Chalice to tap it for Tapper, since we extra counter by tapping next turn. Yeah, maybe. Sounds potentially better. I'm also say this. I'm right now. I'm kind of intentionally just trying to play fast and just get more games in. I have a lot of experience with the deck, but I would be playing a little bit differently if this was a tournament. Good luck, Much. Sorry to hear you've got COVID. Glad you're liking the stream. Are deck ticks okay? No deck ticks. It says in the top right, no deck ticks right now. Please. I'm focusing. Although I'm also not focusing. Okay, so we have 7 mana. Karn Bridge against the field of 1/1s doesn't seem too nice. Or too good, rather. Could just play Abystic Forge. You play a deck that's good versus Rhino's Hammer Creativity. I don't think Hammer is that relevant, but I don't know. It's early to say. I do think it's good against Creativity, this list. I may need to Ballista this thing, gang. Karn Key Forge, yeah. Should have held the Karn if we were going to do that, just cast the Forge. Maybe some go hard on Forge. Yeah, maybe. That's something you have to figure out, like, after more testing. Like, right now, I'm not very... This is my impression. That Hammer's not going to be that scary. Needle Sling Gang or Snoop? I think I'd rather Ballista the Sling Gang than Needle it. We get to like block the Snoop and then ping this, so it's like a little bit extra. Needle Sling Gang is better than... Well, yeah, someone say why Needle Sling Gang would be better than Ballista Sling Gang. We're not gonna have a problem winning the game if that's your thought. Okay, this is fine. Oh, but they can copy their Sling Gang. Is that why? They can have Kiki on top, then copy it? You already have an idea about the PT deck? I mean, I've got ideas, lots of ideas. We're a bit early. Forces them to use it now? Yeah, but then you get to block Snoop and then ping. Okay, so now I need to kill this, I think, so they're not making infinite Snoops and using that to win. So they're making a bunch of tap Snoops. Do they have another Sling Gang? Do they have Matron? They Viola Matron cast Sling Gang? I don't know why they're doing this now. Like, why would you do this now and not just show me the kill so I can concede? I think you should play 4 Hordemaster, Adam. I think it's the fourth is better than the first Battle Cry. Can't Vial. They can use the Vial if they just attack the Karn. Oh yeah, they might have Hordemaster. I mean, whatever. They should just be showing me whatever the kill is, so like I can concede instead of like making them sit and watch and snoop a bunch. They kill the Karn. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Yeah, they do have Matron for Harbinger or Slinging. Game 3. Get to be on the play. They need to do this before Matron. Well, they should show me the Matron. They should attack Violent Matron and respond to the Matron trigger so that I can concede. It's just that it's like in their best interest. And this is what I do every single time I combo. In case you've missed it, I always like try to show my opponent the combo piece if I know that they can't interact with it as soon as I can in the loop so that they concede. And I know that, you know, it's okay. Like I play so much that not everybody's gonna have the ability to do that. I have to mulligan. This is and as a keep. I think I have to put back key. Go play around Dismember. I have no cards in my hand, right? I thought I had no cards in hand. If I had a card in hand, then that's true. I thought I had none. Although I'm also like super clearly F6. Although they also like fine, it's fine. I'm just trying to get more games in, you know. Why mulligan at 6? This hand is actually, I think, this is a great example of why I mulligan at 6, right? That 6-card hand basically did nothing. It had an Ancient Stirrings to find either a way to put counters on something or a mana battery, but not both. And this hand has both. This hand is like just a mold of 5 that has mana plus payoff. Okay, although maybe a little slow against Snoop combo this game. I don't have the luxury of losing the Saga either. Could win next turn if we get a next turn. Okay, 3-2. Still pretty exciting first league.